What's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at chapter 24 of the book of Numbers. I'm so excited to be reading this chapter with you. And if you're new here, go ahead and click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You're going to want to know every time I post a new video because I post them every single day. All right, now, if you are returning Bible Club member, somebody that supports a ministry or something like that, thank you for doing that and thank you for being here. Click like on this video and leave a comment below. Now, let's get started. Chapter 24, verse 1. Now, we understand first, let's set this up, that Balaam is a prophet of God, and he has been paid or trying to be paid by the king of Moab. His name is Balak. And so this guy is trying to pay him to speak curses and divination on the children of Israel. And every time Balaam wants to do that, his mouth is made to speak blessings by God. And now Balaam is catching on finally, and he is going to now get along with the program. Verse 1 says, When Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not go as other times to look for omens, but set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes and saw Israel camping tribe by tribe. And the Spirit of the Lord God came upon him and took him up in his discourse and said, here is now the blessings that God is telling him to do. And the oracle of Balaam, the son of Beor, the oracle of the man whose eye is open, the oracle of him who hears the words of God, who sees the vision of the Almighty, falling down with his eyes uncovered. How lovely are your tents, O Jacob, your encampments, O Israel, like palm groves that stretch afar, like gardens beside a river, like aloes that the Lord has planted, like cedar trees beside the waters. Water shall flow from his buckets, and his seed shall be in many waters. His king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brings him out of Egypt, and is for him like the horns of the wild ox. He shall eat up the nations, his adversaries, and shall break their bones in pieces, and pierce them through with his arrows. He crouched, he lay down like a lion and like a lioness. Who will rouse him up? Blessed are those who bless you, and cursed are those who curse you. And Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and struck his hands together. And Balak said to Balaam, I called you who cursed my enemies, and behold, you have blessed them these 3 times. Therefore now flee to your own place. I said, I will certainly honor you, but the Lord has held you back from honor. And Balaam said to Balak, did I not tell your messengers whom you sent to me, if Balak should give me his house full of silver and gold, I would not be able to go beyond the word of the Lord, to do either good or bad for my own will? What the Lord speaks, that will I speak. And now, behold, I am going to my people. Come, I will let you know what this people will do to you, your people, in the latter days. And he took up his discourse and said, the oracle of Balaam, the son of Beor, the oracle of the man whose eye is open, the oracle of him who hears the words of God and knows the knowledge of the Most High, who sees the vision of the Almighty, falling down with his eyes uncovered. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel. It shall crush the forehead of Moab, and break down the son of Sheth. Edom shall be disposed. Seir also his enemies shall be disposed. Israel is doing valiantly, and the one from Jacob shall exercise dominion and destroy the survivors of the cities. Then he looked on Amalek and took up discourse and said, Amalek is the first among the nations, but its end is utter destruction. And he looked on the Kenite and took up his discourse and said, enduring is your dwelling place, and your nest is set in as the rock. In the rock. Nevertheless, Cain shall be burned, and Asher take you away captive. And he took up his discourse and said, alas, who shall live when God does this? But ships shall come from Kittim, and shall afflict Asher and Eber, and he too shall come to utter destruction. And Balaam rose and went back to his place, and Balak also went this way. So when This man that was the king of Moab hired Balaam to speak cursings. Not only did he speak blessings to Israel, but Balaam began to speak cursing on Balak, telling him that his days are short, telling him that this kingdom will fall. And this is what happens. This is why Jesus tells us to pray for our enemies and pray for those that despitefully use us, people that use us, people that get over on us. He says pray for them because you serve the true and living God, and God will be your revenger. God will protect you. God will come through for you. God will watch over you. God will do this thing. And we must understand that we are not to get in the way of God's revenge, but just let God do his thing. All right? Let God be God. And if God is for you, no one can be against you. That was chapter 24 of the book of Numbers. Thank you so much for being a part of this Bible reading book club. I believe that one day this book club will be one of the greatest book clubs in the nation, where people would just come and read their Bible every single day. All right? God bless you. Thank you for donating. You're making this ministry what it is. It cannot be what it is without your $10 a month donation. I'm praying for you every day. As you see, go on my website and look at your name on the list. If you sow $10 a month, your name is on a digital prayer list. That means I'm praying for you every single morning before I record these videos. And I'm praying for you and your family and your relationships and your businesses. And I'm praying for you so that you will be able to continue to support the ministry and to continue to support the gospel of Jesus Christ. So thank you so much for being with me today. Pray about giving $10 a month. It really goes a long way. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.